This panel shows us how to make yogurt over and over again using milk, and it absolutely works. This is called fermentation, and humans have been using it since ancient times to make the most wonderful foods. What seems like an infinite food glitch is actually a natural phenomenon that humans happened to notice and imitate thousands of years ago. Bacteria is everywhere, and some of it is actually good for you. Yogurt happens to contain specific beneficial bacteria called probiotics. When you add warm milk to that yogurt, it's like feeding these bacteria the lactose they crave, so they consume and convert it into lactic acid, which is what thickens the milk and gives yogurt that distinctive flavor. This process is simple but definitely not easy. It requires very careful hygiene and temperature control. The milk, preferably natural cow milk, has to be heated to around 85 degrees Celsius first to remove any harmful bacteria that might compete with the good bacteria. Every piece of equipment, including your hands, has to be squeaky clean. Mess that up and you will end up with some nasty mold that could genuinely make you sick. Once your milk cools to around 40 degrees Celsius, it would be warm but not hot enough to kill your starter bacteria. Add it to your yogurt, cover it and leave it in a warm place for 6 to 12 hours. The bacteria need that consistent warmth to stay active. Some people leave it in an oven with lights on to maintain the temperature. Others wrap it in towels or put it in a thermos, and some just happen to have the perfect warm spot at home. If you do everything right, you should be left with beautiful thick yogurt. Go ahead and put it in the fridge and save some as your starter for next time. You can theoretically keep this cycle going indefinitely. In some woods, apples fall from trees, and thanks to wild yeast and bacteria in the environment, they naturally ferment and transform into alcoholic mush. This is when moose and other animals eat them and get absolutely hammered. There are actual documented cases of drunk wildlife stumbling around after eating fermented fruit. Fun fact: space is basically a giant cocktail party. Nebulae contain massive amounts of organic molecules, including ethyl alcohol, exactly the same stuff in drinks.